Ada Lovelace was born in 1815 and lived in London, England. She was a mathematician and is known as the first computer programmer. Her career and field came from her mother, who was also a mathematician, and had her daughter continue to pursue this education, despite this being very out of the ordinary for a woman during this time. Before she devoted her life to mathematics, she originally wanted to fly and tried to construct wings, and even wrote a book called Flyology of her findings. Lovelace became more involved as a mathematician when she was only 17, and her passion in the field continued throughout most of her adult life. Along with her interest in mathematics, she was strongly interested in phonology, the detailed study of the shape and size of the brain, and her knowledge of both spiked her interest in creating a mathematical model of our brain through our thoughts and feelings. Although she never continued with this particular idea, she did go on to work with Andrew Cross in learning how to carry out electrical experiments and working on productions that related math and music together. Lovelace's biggest achievement came from her work, collaboration, and notes on Charles Babbage's analytical engine. Babbage, who can be seen pictured on the left, came up with the idea of an analytical engine in which he drew out plans for the imagined engine that would be able to compute fixed formulas and conditions, in which he figured out how to control all the steps through computation with punch cards. Lovelace was asked to translate an article written about Babbage's account of the analytical engine, but not before adding many extra pages of her notes. Her notes ended up almost being 3 times the amount of the original publishing of Babbage's work. A picture of the article can be seen at the top right. Her notes highlighted suggestions for the engine, such as a process called looping today, in which the engine would repeat a series of instructions. The picture on the bottom right shows Lovelace's diagram for the computation by the engine of numbers of Bernoulli, which is an effective program that runs 25 steps in a loop on the analytical engine. These notes are what gained her the recognition of possibly being the first computer programmer. Sadly, Lovelace never got the recognition she deserved while she was alive. She died November 27, 1852, and her contributions to the analytical engine weren't discovered until the 1950s. There have now been many honors in her name after her death, including a computer program named after her.